Shalom, shalom, y'all surrounded. People, this is like Pastor Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the prophet said, downfall back on the great. First things first, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Petty root with tongue, connected to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, sister, brothers, and truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and standing for themselves. Prove. Coming to talk today, Yasharala. We see right now, Yahweh Shah's putting everybody in their lots. And like you can see, the sedition of men about to gear up. What's happening now? I'm seeing the greatest division of people I've ever seen in my life ever. I'm talking about you got different groups over here, different groups over there, and they're all getting riled up because they're going to fight one another. And the division is deep. Like your so-called, well, Salaki, they not so-called, your conservative Republicans and your liberal Democrats, it's like they're at the extreme odds right now. If you're a conservative, you're a super conservative. You're a liberal, you're a super liberal. And because they're, opposite ends, it's getting so bad, you can see they about to bang. They're going to, like, tuck their little tie in, put their paperwork in their briefcase, and they about to bang. Then you got alphabet agenda, you got Trump supporters. They getting aggravated. They trying to put more and more cases on Trump, so they getting all riled up. Billy Ray, Jim Bob, all of that. Then you look on the flip side, you got alphabet agenda, and they so much in their pride, they march talking about, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. That's war talk right there. And they're getting worse. Other group is getting worse. And we all know this is going to end, man. They're going to end up clashing and fighting each other, which the elite Edomites will take advantage of that by establishing, which they're creating it, chaos. Every time I look at my news feed, trying to put a new case on Trump, I'm like, damn, how many cases going to get, dude? And that, like, that gives the Edomites, like I said, the patriotic Edomites, they come to work. They trying to get my dude. They trying to get him. As I say, Trump is a whole card right now. He's a whole card. They can do something to Trump, say a Hebrew Israelite did it. Hey, we instantly in war right then and there. They looking to bang on somebody. Alphabet agenda, I'm looking at them. Alphabet agenda, they so good right now. They showing they butt. You got Transformers talking about beating up on biological women because they say you're not the gatekeeper of women just because you have a period in the birth. I'm like, yes, she is. What are you talking about? You don't have those. And they told them angry and mad. You put a Transformer in the room with Keisha, they're gonna fight. And Keisha gonna get messed up because, hey, dude is a man. He look like a broad, but at the end of the day, he's a man.
But that chick that got beat down in Mexico with Consuelo Robinson.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the woman was. That was the tranny that beat her down like that.
That's why she died.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it makes sense now. I remember that story. So they about to clash and fight, man. And there's more divisions. There's a lot of division in Israel. Man, I looked at IUIC. They now trying to say we ain't Hebrew. Like, they waxing worse. There's a lot of division. We say the MOTB is the micro CHIP. You got a lot of camps say, no, it's not. And they're waxing worse. Sakari got a whole school to learn precepts. They waxing worse. They got the Sakari University. Yeah, horrible, man.
They planting in America, aka Babylon, great right there.
Mm-hmm. So the division in Israel is great. So the division in Israel is great. Imagine the world. And the division in the world is looking crazy. I'm like, you got groups emerge. You like, that's a group? That's a thing? What is that? And they coming in angry too. Like, this is who we are. This all right. If you don't like it, speak to my AR-15. So sedition of men will be initiated. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed, which Esau wants that. The purge effect. That's why California now has the purge laws like Chicago. All it takes is a phone call. They're already in place on the books. All they got to do is say, hey, we implement it. And it's a go. Everybody going to be able to fulfill their bloodlust. And see, what Jake don't know, the truth is so valuable for us is that we're holy. We're separate. We're not going to get out there. I got to fight for America. I got to fight for the Constitution. Out there with Esau banging up. Esau might get, irritated. They can't hit nobody. And they just go to a rally and then you strung up in the tree. Because you hanging with descendants of KKK and Aryan Nation. They got you all juiced up. So I'm fighting for the Constitution. I'm fighting for American rights. Now they're going to rally and hang Jake. And we ain't going to feel sorry because, like, you was hanging with your enemy. You got caught up in the division of Kool-Aid. Then you got a lot of Jakes that say alphabet agenda. They going to be fighting. You know, we're not supposed to get caught up in it. We're called to be holy, separate. You know, we're supposed to be away from that. And all this getting cooked up because that's the spirit of Yahweh. He wants division. He separate. He wants his whole leg far away from a 2/3 bug out. You know? You got to open the precept up.
Matthew 10 and 36, 34. And it reads, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Oh, you hear that? Think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. And see, the main rally cry of Christianity is that we are going to unify. Unity, unity, unity. When you read the scriptures, you find out that this book is not about unity. It's about separation. And y'all shout has made that declaration of words right there. He said, think not that I come to send peace. But Christianity make you think that's what he's coming to do. Give out hugs, hand out bonbons and kisses. I'm going to love everybody. They can say what they come as you are, spirit. You know, all alphabet agenda going to come together. Right-wing Trump supporters, everybody come together under the banner of Jesus Christ. That's bunch Christianity. Scriptures is totally against that. You read the word, just that precept right there. Y'all should say, think not that I come to send peace. Which means when he come back, the world's going to be in utter chaos. He said, I come to bring a sword. A sword means division. You destroy things with a sword. And when you use a sword, you put things in pieces, you know. They might come across your waist. You in 2 pieces. You might go head lopped off, arm lopped off. You in pieces.
Verse down 35. It says, for I come to set a man at variance against his father, and his daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be of his own household.
Ooh, you hear that? A man's foe should be of his own household. So the vision is going to be so deep that in your own house, you got to fight with your enemies, man. Your enemies going to pop up at you in your own household. You might be in your house chilling. You might get into it with your wife, the children. Like that scripture said right there. Father, son ain't going to get along. That's supposed to be a strong bond right there. You know, the son might hate his father. The father hate his son. Paying all this child support. I hate your mother. So now the hate go to you. That's the division. The division going to be so great that households are going to be divided. And we see an example of that during the 1-9 situation. That caused great division. You got people like, if you got the juice, I ain't got the juice. If you ain't got the juice, you can't come to my house. And my house got juice. So if you ain't got the juice, don't come over here. That created division. You know, a lot of people, and the government was saying, like, if you don't drink some juice, then you wicked. You're destroying people, you know, good. Like, they bully people into getting it. So everything might isolate. You can't go to your family because you ain't got the juice. And they all with the juice. So you ain't putting the mask on. They got the mask on. They're going to bring that back too. And that's division right there. That's it. Some of us believe in that situation. Some of us don't. Most do believe in it. Some don't. And I've been hearing people at my job, they like, yeah, I can't go to my parents' house, man. I didn't get that juice. I'm like, dang, man, is that bad? Yeah, I can't go to my aunt. I had the juice to go over there. That's division, man. And they're like, Esau especially wants that in the nation of Israel because we already got division. You got some Jake, like you got division within Jake on the hood level. This group might be Hoover Crip. This group is Blood. Their neighborhoods. This group right here is vice lords, and they don't even get along. They different. Blood say, I'm selling over here doing it like this. Crips say, we over here, we doing it like this. And if you go in the wrong area, they're going to bang on you. That's division. Now, Esau, his greatest asset back in the day was that Edomites were unified in the hatred of the children of Israel. They were unified in there. That's why Esau's able to do what he do. I notice now, the spirit of Yahushua is kicking up so hard that even Esau is now divided. That's something I never seen when I was coming up. Usually Esau on cold will come up against Jake, but now they all like, I believe in liberal Democrat. I'm Joe Biden. The other side like, I'm over at Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now you see more Edomites bang than we do. Some Edomites for alphabet agenda, some is not. Some is for feminism, some is not. That's creating a big division. The feminism right there. You know, you got a lot of women still carrying that torch of feminism. You got some like, I'm gonna be a feminine woman. I ain't gonna champion that feminism stuff, man. They're not gonna have me out there like that. And they gonna bang. So what I'm saying, like, it's even division in like Esau's so crazy, even your sexual orientation. It used to be male and female, you know, you buy you this. Now they say they got what, 30 different genders, 30 different sexualities, pansexual, I'm animanosexual, woman, I'm Lego sexual. toy sexual. I'm attracted to toys. They just making up stuff now. That's more division. You know, like it's so bad that grown people don't know what restroom to go to in Babylon the Great. You know, you got 3 bathrooms now. You got male, female, then you got the family restroom. You know, that's something new. That's new in this day and age. They didn't have that back in the day. You male or female. Now they can make a family restroom because you know, dude might not want to send his daughter to the restroom and a dude go in there. You know, he just got a wig on his head. He got a whole rod. Some dudes, I think, claim to be LG. You know, the alphabet agenda just to go in a woman's bathroom and assault her. Because they can do that. They still got their rod. Let's put a wig on. I identify as a woman, and they like predators. They all, oh shit, I seen her go in the restroom. You know, we can't go in. You might have a young daughter, she go in there. Man, dude, go in there and get her, man.
Some of them trying to commit a crime and go to a female prison.
Time, young thug said that. Yeah. You know, jokingly, he said he was gonna trans so he go to woman prison. I'm like, and he was really saying that's how he feel, but he was as a couple. So I'm saying it's division everywhere, man. You know, you gotta think twice when you send your little girl into the restroom. Dude might go off in there. And then say if I feel like tell dude like, nah, you can't go in and risk my daughter in there. He'll say I'm offending his alphabet agenda rights. And we might fight right there on the block over that. He's like, I'm a woman. How dare you say I ain't a woman? You know, we might have to block. I'm like, you ain't going there to rescue my daughter. You know? And the judge gonna look at it, what I did is wickedness. What he did is righteous.
It's a hate crime.
Yeah. I get hit for hate. That's a heavy burden, a hate crime. That's a whole strong felony.
That's some devils.
Yeah, this for defending, you know, righteously. That's where we at right now. And the alphabet agenda, they done use Jake to get where they need to go. I know it's not that they got it. Now they talking, they fucking up Jake.
They use their Black Lives Matter no more.
And that's division. Like, how can I be in Black Lives Matter? I'm riding. You know, we black. I'm a man. I'm tearing stuff up. And then you got them. Yeah, we fighting for we being black. Then the dude come behind me, sweeter than a peach cobbler pie. We fight for alphabet agenda too. You fight for my right too, Tyrone. You turn stuff up for me, and I'm supposed to fight with this dude. I'm over tearing something up. Here go Momo. He tearing stuff up too. He like after the riot, me and you. You know, and I'm looking like I can't stand with that. That's stuff. First of all, I ain't black. That's division. But like we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites. The world of Jake might say, nah, you ain't. You black. I'm like, nah, I ain't black. So then we banging over that. We banging over nationality. He over black, he a nigga. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I hate Hebrew Israelites. Y'all think y'all all that. Y'all ain't from God. Jesus love everybody, except me as I am. You know, you might fight over that. They come with a new Bible. They got AI write the Bible to include alphabet agenda in there. So we come with our scripture, gonna come with his. According to 0 Zion 0 code 8333. Alphabet agenda is good. You ain't God, you know, and we might bang on that. You gotta watch for that. Alphabet agenda, like I think I told you earlier, the alphabet agenda people, them are some of the most ferocious people, man. They got a lot of demons on them.
Yeah.
So it's nothing for them to off somebody. They ain't gonna feel no type of way. He already confused. He already messed up.
This thing where that transgender or something came through with the ARPP to try to school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that sounded like a little while ago. Yeah. Not too long ago, but I knew somebody about the alphabet agenda dude.
And then when they did, because I remember that they did the news report about that, and they called him a him, and then they gave the alphabet agenda got a rally, and they said called him by his
pronoun.
His code, whatever his pronoun, right? So that's another form of division right there. Right.
So I was mad about that.
See, that's division, man. So because these alphabet agenda was okay for him to do that.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what you were saying. You know, some division, we're ordered to stay holy. And in 2 Thessalonians 3:6, now we command you, brethren, in the name of Yahushua, that we withdraw ourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly and not after traditions which he received of us. Going back, we can't be, taking sides like Kate was saying. You know, you can't be joining something and you fighting, and somebody else is in the group and they're fighting for, the LGBT. You got to be on the same page.
10 to 36 or 37. 37, and it says, uh, that he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy. He that loveth the son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me also. So that goes back into that. Supposed to be like you standing for something else fighting with him, and hey, that's saying, hey, what's this?
Yeah.
So she can't love can't say you're an Israelite and you over here riding around with the opposite. That's too polar opposite.
I'm just gonna back y'all up with that one too. This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 35. And it says, for whosoever shall do the will of Yahweh Shah, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. And see right there, and it said, whosoever do the will, and basically us being separate, then those who, the ones you doing the will of Yahweh Shah, that's your brother, that's who you're supposed to be basically join in with, not what the people are doing on the world. So doing the will of Yahweh Shah will separate you from all of the bullshit that we got going on around in America, aka Babylon Great.
Even these Edomites got an all-time high division against each other. You can see it though. You can see it because like a lot of these promos and whatever you follow, there are a lot of those are Edomites. And now you're starting to see a lot of Edomites going against the little African division when they were really cool with that person. But now they saying it's getting overboard. Now they fighting amongst each other. And then you see the politicians going at it. At first they all thought they was, they was all cool. They were on the same side of the bird. Now, a different wing with the same bird. But now they have each other's throat for real. Mm-hmm. This is Matthew 12 and 26. And it says, if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself, and how shall his kingdom stand? And let's let you know, his kingdom is about to be decimated here in a second. If Satan is going against each other, how can it stand? They fight each other. They turn down their own kingdom.
They can't get on one accord about how they gonna do things. One say we're gonna put in the food, one say now put in the drink. Mm-hmm. They can't come together on one accord on that. That's like that precept. I like that precept right there to let us know we right at the end of Esau's rulership. Like I said earlier, I've never seen Edomites that can't get along. Usually they was always unified in the hatred for us. Like they might have their differences. They'll put it aside to bang on the Jake. Now they don't do that no more. They bang over how to deal with the Jake. I said string him up in a tree. I said put a bullet in his head. And they'll bang and mess each other up and forget all about the Jake they supposed to deal with. But they end up fighting each other. You like, I want to go tradition. I want to hang him. Nah, I want to do it quick and just blow a bullet in his head. You scoffing at tradition. Great-great-granddad hung him. But nigga, this ain't great-great-granddad. Now we just do it quickly and keep it moving. Hey, man, you messing it up. They squabbling, Jake. Hey, he gone. They forgot about Jake.
Matter of fact, I should have read this earlier. I should have read 25 first. I'm going to read 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, if every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or household divided against himself shall not stand. So if your household is not in order, the woman thinking like the situation, it's the woman, man, and child, and you over here, you got the scriptures, and you thinking, I'm going by the scriptures. Hey, it's man, woman, and child. Hey, it ain't gonna work. That's why you're gonna see buck ups, you're gonna have fights and everything. Hey, woman can call the police, don't even do anything, and you called out there.
And to elaborate even further on that very scripture, because if you actually read up a little bit in that very chapter, where this is where Yahweh actually performed a miracle. And there was a vision even in that very chapter, because they were saying that there was some people were thinking that Yahweh was performing witchcraft. You had some people were saying that Yahweh didn't perform a miracle. That's why he said, I knew your thoughts.
It said every kingdom divided against itself. Like you said, you see America divided at an all-time high. Then America came from Great Britain, and they divided at an all-time high. So hey, it's about to be. That's why you see World War III kicking up.
And I got another precept to back up what Tay said earlier when he said, when he mentioned the fact that when you got those alphabetic genders trying to go in the bathroom with the daughter, and then you mess around and fight, and the judge will pretty much try to condemn you for for beating up the city, the alphabet agenda, trying to put hate crime on you. So this is the Isaiah 5:20. And they said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and they put darkness for light and light for darkness, and they put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You see, and it's a bitter thing to actually watch these alphabet agendas, right? But a lot of people can't call that shit sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Whenever they see them couples running around, oh, that's the sweetest thing ever. But in the eyes of how about some y'all shot, that's really bitter right there. You know? And they getting all of these rights in America, aka Babylon the Great. And so everything that they're doing, they're calling it good. Just like when the Ark of Dark mentioned earlier, when one of those alphabet agendas went and shot their school up. They didn't condemn them. They didn't get mad about the fact that he killed those kids in that elementary school. They got mad about him, about the news not calling him by his phone now. Woe to them, they call evil good and good evil. You know? And that's why this place is destined for destruction.
That's folly right there.
Man.
You ain't worried about children stuff. You worry about how you need to get his pronoun right. They let you know where they mind says that what they value. They don't value life. I value my lifestyle over life. And you better say the right thing. Because I done paid thousands of dollars to try to be something I can never be. And then if you come to reality, it makes them demons get activated and they'll attack you for that. They want to live like that princess spot on. They want to live in that lie right there, that darkness. Which is a lie. Esau's lies have been built up so bad, the whole elect starting to show itself. Like, y'all start cleaning itself up. The whole elect is showing itself now. And we like to see righteousness. We don't like to see wickedness. And so, us just being in that walk, or being, in the stance that we're in, we automatically going to be condemned because we tell Esau that that's wrong. That's not right. That's not righteousness. And to make that stance makes you a target because alphabet agenda is co-signed by the elites. But they got a population agenda for them. And alphabet agenda don't produce life. So Esau, he'll fundraise that. Like, you get paid for the alphabet agenda, Aki. You make your little page. Or, most of them got a lot of money. Alphabet agenda, he paid. So that's going to make it more sexier and a better lifestyle. You got the youngest coming up like, I'm going to be like, old dude on the Bud Light person. Like, I want to be like that. They're making it influential. You got a lot of rappers, LGBT. I never thought I'd see that. We got stud rappers. We got Momo rappers, Young Thug and them wearing dresses. I never thought I'd see that coming up. Like, yeah, they wouldn't have had that, coming up in our day. Like, we had the closet, Dre and Snoop. They like that too. They's in the closet, but now it's like they ain't got to be in the closet. I can have a Glock in my purse and make a hit song with it. I could tell a chick to slut me out and it go viral. I could put a dress on and not lose my career. Matter of fact, it'll up my career. Lil Nas X blew up when he touched the alphabet agenda, twerking on Satan and all of that. Now it's profitable to be out there alphabet agenda.
That dude blew up to the point where that dude got a shoe made for him. You can't see that motherfucker got a shoe line like he Jordan or something.
Yeah, fine. And put the satanic stuff on the shoe.
Right. Blood in the shoe.
Yeah. So
then he got the Pusha T too. I didn't see him. It's a little schoolboy shorts. He was looking sweet as hell.
Yeah, they all sweet. I know they did a whole fingernail polish movement.
Yeah.
Drake and all that. Yeah, all that fingernail polish movement. And I was watching a podcast. I might put a group chat out there. One of them rappers, I don't know his name. He a new dude. He ain't popular. And he said he put the fingernail polish on. He said he took it off because his son put the fingernail polish on.
Right.
I think he's talking to the Breakfast Club. And so he was talking like, why you take it? He said, my son put it on. And they was like, he's like, I quit doing it because I didn't want to force my son like that. I didn't want him to put it and think it's cool. So I stopped. And they was like, that's cool for your son. They was like, what about the rest of the public that's doing? What about them? He's like, well, I can't do nothing about that. And I'm like, see? And that right there created division. He might approve of a Jake painting his fingernails and putting on that, the Momo attire. I don't approve of it, right? That is like, oh man, this dude a Bible thumper, he's lame, he's weak, he's whack. Don't bring him over the house no more, which is cool, man. We need separation. It's not the time to be kicking it with a bunch of 2/3, being all cool. Little Ray got the powder. Little Timmy over there, he trans and he about to go hit the strip to make some money. We can't be in the congregation. We're supposed to separate, man. They might get jammed up and you're gonna get put in the mix too.
Get in trouble with some two things. Just having your house shot on. Like just by the way they think. Like I didn't got into it with people. Like they influencers died and everything, and they all sad. And they be like, "Hey man, you heard about this?" Like, I don't care about that. Who gives a fuck? And then they like, "This why you don't like it?" Like, man, what does that have to do with me? You don't know that guy. That dude was wicked as all hell.
I seen that when Takeoff died. It was over a fight at my job about that. And I'm like, damn, this nigga gonna fight over dudes who ain't never met, never gave you $1. And I said, the old school Jake, that's what he said, what you said. I do, like, when Takeoff died, like, man, Takeoff died. I don't give a fuck. So the little young dude got them dreads, shot the Jeevers. You know, he all like, nigga, you talking about Takeoff like that. You know, people had to break him up. And I'm witness all the time. Like, man, this dude's gonna fight over a dude that don't care about you. You gonna lose your job, Jake? Really?
If you don't care about Kobe, you know, like, I don't give a shit about none of that. I'm just talking about these scriptures. Man.
Exactly.
I'm worried about my life. It's seek out my own salvation with fear and trembling. I don't give a fuck about that. That's sold out anyway.
Exactly. That's my favorite basketball player. He died. I didn't care. They didn't touch me at all. I was like, shit. He had already retired. I'm like, he ain't nothing but an entertainer. They're entertainers, is what they are. And see what it is. They're idols. They make an idol worship.
Yeah.
Kobe was an idol. Jordan's an idol. That's why Jacob blashed over a pair of Jordans, because that's idolatry. And Jake done adopted. They don't even know they adopted. They just know he got to get the fresh pair of J's, spend that $500. That way he can get Keisha's attention.
That's like paying their tithes, going out and get some Jordan.
Our good aspects like paying their tithes, man. I know when I was coming up, they had to have the fresh pair of J's. They had to have it. Wait line.
I think what was it? That was in rap music. I think that, but they call it death over designer.
Oh yeah, that was J. Cole said that. He coined that term.
Kill a nigga for days, that death over designer. Yeah.
They just trying to prove that they love Jordan to the point to where I got all his shoes. You know, I love him more than you because you ain't got the 25s. I got the 25s in 3 colors. You know, yeah, I got a quick one. Yeah, this James 3:16. For envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. Like how Tay was just saying, you know, the brothers at his job, they had strife between each other over their idol, you know. And if you look deeper into them, there's a whole bunch of other things that they're doing that goes against this word.
I got to back it up even further. This is John chapter 15, and we start at verse 18. When Akadar just mentioned that, you know, when he don't give a fuck about Kobe, you know, he don't give a fuck about Takeoff dying, you know, the Jakes of the world, they get mad at you about that, right? So this is John 15 and 8, and it said, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. You see, so the Akadar would have said, man, I feel sorry for Kobe, then they would love you for that shit, right? And so, and it said, but because you are not of the world, so because I mentioned that I don't give a fuck about Kobe, I'm worried about my own salvation, right? And he said, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Okay? And so when you go into that and you understand that scripture, you understand that the people of this world, the people that's a friend of this world, are gonna hate you because you're coming in the spirit of your how about me, I was shot, right? And so when you you know, reading what the James 4 and 4, because how about me out shot that himself. If any man be a friend of the world, you know, it's immediately, Luke paraphrase is immediately against you how about me out shot. Lord willing, I go get that. But that's the point right there, you know. You know, all the people of the world is going to hate you because you're separated from the world. You don't care about the same thing they care about. We care about salvation. They care about the things of the world. Folly is setting great digits.
You see that word right there? You got one?
Yeah. I'll wait.
See the world right there? That's why the Yahusha said the world is talking about Esau society. You know, we're not of Esau society. We're totally against it. But yet, he kept us in the world. So that right there is the enemy. That's the separation right there. And a lot of Jakes look down. It's like, how can you want something that you can't even see or even know about? Jake is carnal. They want to tell you something about the bag. As we talk about money and wickedness and their idols, they cool with that. That's all here, you can see it. We talking about something you can't see. They look at us like we a fool. Like
that's that faith right there. That Hebrews 11 and 1, where it said faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. And see, so and it's easier for us to have faith because I say this all the time. Like we can't see the wind blowing, but we know it's there. We see them. What minute we see them trees, going back and forth. You're like, oh, that's the wind. That's how about me outside doing it. And that's how you. That's the type of faith you got to have. That's the mindset you got to have when it comes to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah, I got Proverbs 28 and 25 to back everything that y'all just said. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be fat. Like he was saying, when he had the issue with it when Kobe died, he didn't get on that pity party with them and stayed, kept his eyes single on the truth. And hopefully he's going to be made fat if he wanted to hopefully elect.
Scripture said, my servant behold, my first servant shall eat, he shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, he shall be thirsty.
Isaiah chapter 65. Correct. That's why we serve a different God than the world do. They serve Jesus Christ or whatever money idol that's the big thing right now. We serve Yahweh Bashiach Shah. So that right there creates division. I can't, be with a 2/3 we vibe all the way like that. At some point we're gonna deviate. Because he gotta go get them Jordans. He gotta go out those Black Lives Matter rights. He gotta go, do something in the world. And me, we're not doing stuff with the world. We're doing what's in the scriptures. I gotta go do the high holy days. I might want to keep my Shabbat, this day. I might want to read me some scriptures. A 2/3 Jake can't stand reading scriptures. I done heard Jake tell me that's the most boring thing in the world, reading scriptures. I'm like, man, you crazy, man. This is where all the wisdom not understanding is. I ain't reading no Bible. That book written by a man, it's faulty. They come with all kinds of excuses on why not to be righteous.
And that's the reason why you can't. That's why when people say that, that's how you know Yahweh Shah not dealing with. Yahweh Shah said he give his grace unto the humble. And basically, in the proud, it basically repairs. As with the Proverbs, it's in the book of Proverbs where it said, "Pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall." And that's great pride when you can't sit down and humble yourself to read the words of Yahweh Shah.
This world, this kingdom was built on pride. It's all about iPhone, yourself. Success is getting that bag by any means necessary. Right. And no matter whose life you got to take out or what crime you do, get the bag. That's the prime objective. You got the bag, you good. And we think about a different bag. We think about the kingdom of Yahweh Shah, the true riches. So that means, hey, we won't dwell on a higher playing field. Say, what does the priest say, where your heart is, so is your treasure? Yeah, I said, you already here. I already know it works. So, fire thrones and scepters. I like that one too. I like that one too. I like that one too. So we think about the kingdom ahead. We think about righteousness. We want to see a kingdom where, clean water, clean air, clean food, no alphabet agenda, Yahshua on top. We thinking about things like that. That's on our mindset. We looking past the bag of this world on some dollar bills with the devil's face on it. The 2/3 can't do that. Everything is about the bag. Everything is about the money. Because they lack total spirituality. They have no faith. So we speak to them and bring to them is foolishness to them. You like, Negro, this ain't no car. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no big money cash. Nigga, you was a lame. Yeah. Nigga, that stuff. This ain't no scheme to get some money. No, yeah, he's whack. Lame, whack, stupid. They say, like, I know that the world governs intelligence based on how much money you got. I'm like, that's off, man. Some of the dumbest people got the most money. Don, book fucking your hands up. Don, can't eat no book. And I know we eat the roll. Yes, you can. It gives you wisdom and understanding. It says so beyond their comprehension. And see, we ponder the kingdom of heaven. That's a high. You gotta have a high mindset to think like that. Jake's, let's say, the elevator don't go all the way up. Jake on a low vibration, man. Jake thinking about instant gratification. This is why they call it a microwave society. It's got to be instant. I need instant millions. For Oxford, they want to scam somebody. A lot of wicked Jake, what they call it, hit licks. I'm about to hit a lick. I'm hit a lick, cuz he ain't about to work Brian nothing now. He want to go see another Jake, hit him on the head, take his money so he can instantly be the man on the block. I instantly got the powder. I instantly got hood rats.
That's a precept with that. Isaiah, you quote it all the time. My people perish for lack of knowledge.
Hosea 4:6.
Yeah, because that what they wise to do evil, when you do good, they have no knowledge. The Luke paraphrase.
Growing from north side of Tulsa, I can definitely feel that because you go to an average Jake out north, I crack up all the time for Darcy. I ain't call it north side nigga logic.
Yeah.
And that's usually what you get. Jake can tell you, Jake can tell you how to cook crack, how to hit a lick, how to pimp out some chicks. Hey, Jake is an expert, you know, to tell you how to do some little wickedness, you know.
Do evil.
Yeah, and he learned it from Esau. So I said most of my family, my uncles, man, like I can't really go to them for advice because it's always gonna be some north side nigga logic. And I'm like, I'm off there right now. Like, it doesn't profit you none. That'll send you to jail. I'll be looking at them like, Negro, did you just do 15 years in the jail and now you telling me to go do it? And it's more surveillance now. Like, thank the Lord I'm higher and more intelligent, but they telling the youngest like, hey, get that bag, young nigga, sell that dope. And like, I'm like, it didn't go good for you.
Man, them old school days they used to steal cable back in the day.
Yeah. That's it. You got one up.
Yeah, this is Mark 9:34. But they held their peace, for by the way they had disputed among themselves who should be the greatest. That goes back to what y'all was saying. You know, a lot of these people, they in competition on who can worship their fake idols the most. You know, and that's basically what's driving them. You know, that's what their whole life is about.
Hey, this world is built on a competitive spirit. That's why I like Michael Jordan so much. It's all about win, 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 win. You know, no matter what the cost, you gotta win. The chicks look, I gotta have a bigger butt and some bigger breasts in that chick right there. She go get BBL like we talking about for open camp, looking all ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, butt all big like this, chest big, little bitty waist and leg like she about to fall over. You gotta learn to walk again. Yeah. That's because she trying to compete with every other Keisha out here, and it leads you into folly.
You know, Foolish had a perfect body. Now they got a hottie body.
Yeah, because she trying to be better than Cardi B and Megan the Man.
Right.
You know, she trying to outdo that. And then Jake, they be trying to outdo each other. They wickedness too, man. Jake trying to have a bigger sack, more drugs, more little niggas under them.
Big ass wheels and thin ass tires.
Yeah, the biggest rounds. They fighting over that. That's why they said their tire got all thin.
Yeah.
First remember it was 20s, then 22, 24, 26s.
All the way up to 28.
32. Yeah, they got 32. You got custom man. They said got a little rubber band tire. I'm like, so you hit and you can't rock that here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh nah.
Hey, your rim go crack, man. We got the raggedy streets. I think in Babylon the Great. Try those 32s you want to hit a pothole. Hey, rim gone. You instantly out of 10 racks. $10,000. God. They'll say you can't, they'll say, but Jake want to outdo each other. So it might be up to 34s, 36s by now. This ridiculousness. You know? It's competitive. And then like Esau, he tells you that's good. Like when you're in sales, I worked a sales job before. They want you to be competitive. They want you to be greedy. They told me when I was working in sales, he said, greed is good. You know, Edomite told me, I was like, fuck, goddamn. I ain't hear the truth yet. I'm like, this dude ain't right. Yeah, hey, man, hey, dude had a Wolf of Wall Street mentality. The Edomite. I used to sell, home phone service in Southwestern Bell. We had landline. I look back at that like you can't get a landline now. This back 2005. You know, I wish I knew what I knew now. It kept me a landline. I wonder do they even still work?
Yeah, that's cool.
So basically, I was selling home phone service, and they'll bring a Edomite in from a corporate or another division. He'll come in and talk to us like a sit down. Hey, that's some proud Edomites. Yeah, like a seminar. So we go out, the Edomite come in with a suit. Greed is good. You need to be greedy. Hey, you got to eat the other man's lunch. How bad do you want it? Do you want it? Tell me you want it. Everybody there, I want it. Yeah. They all riled up. And I'm like, he's trying to juice everybody up to be wicked, man.
Yeah, they're motivational speakers.
Yeah, that's what he was. They get
your ass pumped up.
Yeah, they bring an Edomite. He come in talking about, what you need to do, and all this stuff is about greed. So I see Esau breeds that. And like the preacher you read earlier, that breeds competition, competitiveness. I gotta outdo this dude. Like that started division at the job. Because everybody like, oh, you think you the stuff takes, you got 8 sales. I'm gonna outdo you next week. We over banging over who go get the most sales. He don't know. I'm just doing what I need to do to get my paycheck right. I ain't trying to compete with you. But he's trying to compete. He trying to compete so bad. Where you go? How'd you get it?
Mess around and mess up your sales or try to steal your sales, do anything.
You're underhanded with it.
Yeah. So
that's why you're not supposed to cover other people's stuff.
They're trying to undercut the general manager. I'm gonna take his spot.
And I experienced that at an early age, man. Because you remember when we was at Hawthorne where they used to have us write down the definition. And whenever we had the homework, I had a Jake that tried to sabotage me, man. Stole my homework, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's that competitive, man. Oh, we got division in Israel just based on skin color.
Yeah.
You got dark skinned Jakes, light skinned. I had a lot of Jakes tell me don't like me because I'm light skinned. I'm like, dang, we both Jakes. Police gonna light us both up. Dummy.
I didn't learn that till late in life. And it blew me away when I found that out, man.
That's crazy. I'm like, man, we both Jakes, man. We both oppressed. We both poor, but they all like parents. They come from Esau, parents skin color. Oh, he think he's tough. He light skinned. Now he dark skinned over here. Yeah. Hey, that's real. Yeah. That's it. Esau put the vision like in the spirit of Yahshua. Willie Lynch era.
To that Willie Lynch.
Yeah. That Willie Lynch letter.
It's still going.
Yeah. Still going. Yeah. Got Jakes right now. I don't like that nigga. He light skinned. Or old Jake hating on young Jake. Women fighting with the man. Like
man,
our unity is toe up.
Hey, even to the point where you got the phone ass Jake that'll tell you that the Willie Lynch letter never happened. They be like that letter was fake. That never happened. It's just like, okay, so are you saying anything inside that letter it don't affect our community? What's the point of saying that shit, man? But that caused division right there. But these the same Jake that'll say that the Willie Lynch letter is fake would be the same one that said that slavery never happened. We would not brought here on boats. That's another form of division.
No racism.
Yeah.
I had that in my job. It was division. Because he believed in planet Christianity. I believe in the truth. So I'm doing my work. He trying to get me on sweet baby Jesus. I'm trying to tell this Jake, like, dude, I done balled that up, did a step back to that in trash. Man, you wasting your time. Matter of fact, let me give you something and leave me alone. He read it. And like, man, you kind of feel bad for him, but then you don't. Because he was all trying to look through, trying to cut up what I gave him. So he on his phone, because I done hit him with something so cold. I think he went in the restroom and cried. I gave that Romans 11 and 1. He said everybody can make. I said, that's not true. He kept harassing me so much I had to give him a precept to cut him. Dude done went to the restroom. Like, he in the phone looking big as me to cut it. And the only thing he come up with was John 3:16, which I took him to John chapter 4. Salvation only for the Jews. And it's like nothing he could do. And the day he said, I got to read my Bible some more. And it got so bad that, because he heard about the Hebrew Israelite movement.
Oh, yeah.
And his thing was, we don't need to be hating white people. So he was getting mad because I'm cold in my stance.
And it's mighty funny how they go to that. We never bring up skin color. They always bring that shit up. We always say it's salvation for the nation of Israel.
Yep.
Ain't got shit to do with skin color. It's them that always bring up that skin color bullshit, man. We know that Israel was scattered through all the nations. We know that by reading the scripture. And we know that shit. So why are you bringing up skin color? That's the point right there.
And I gave him for example when I brought up Drake's son. They messed him up. I'm like, there you go. I can't tell Drake's son that he's not an Israelite. Right. He is. You go look at Drake's daddy, he darker than me. To show you don't take 2 generations to do your melanin. So I told him it's about a nation. He hated that. He like, no, it's not about no nation. It's about Jesus. Anybody can. He trying to say, he came to me with that Joel Osteen stuff, man. Right. Y'all like, that man right there. If he come to Jesus, he could be saved. And you know me, I'm saying to my drill. No, he can't. No, he can't. And they was just tearing him up. He's eating up alive. He got like, you get off that, man. You a good brother. Don't have that hatred in your heart. I don't want to see you go out like that. I'm looking like, bro, I'm good, man. I know Pops, I'm good. And I'm just, all cool. I'm just doing my thing. Hey, he out there hot. He out there thinking.
Creation. Yeah, I hate that perfect hatred, man. God. And that's why the scripture say, man, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these things shall fail. And so we know we're not going off the skin color. Was that John 7:24 where it says, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. And so if you got somebody that look like a so-called white man, we're not gonna automatically say, oh, you an Edomite, you a devil. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna judge according to appearance, man. We're gonna judge righteous judgment. We're gonna ask you certain questions, And sometimes we'll slip up like last week. Well, I said Esau Edom, so-called white man. We had this Edomite that was standing right next to the camera. He got mad. That right there was an Edomite, without even speaking. And so we're not going off of skin color, man. These fucking cool ass Jakes be saying that shit. I get on my damn nerves with that shit, man.
So they called this vision. I heard other camps say they can't roll Great Millstone. Great Millstone got white boys in that camp. That's you on the low understanding.
Them the same Jake that say that all 12 tribes is all black. I know that shit. I just can't tell.
You got IUSPK, I think they all black. They all these black only Israelites.
Right. What other same Israelite camp that have a unity camp and have all different doctrines and shit?
Come on, that's crazy right there.
Another division.
Yeah.
You don't have a unity camp and have brother end up, we gonna get the banging.
That's the spirit. I had a precept pulled up for you right there. I had it already. Yeah, Amos 3 and 3.
Yeah, I had it too. That's the spirit. I had it too. You bring it out though.
God, this you break it down. I guess Amos 3 and 3, and it said, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?"
Ooh, hey, the best example I seen that the Octa said right there. We've seen camps have unity camps with different doctrines. Hey, who's that? Focus Curry got into a fight. Remember that? Because they had the different doctrines fighting over the MOTV, and dude got lumped up. I said, two can't walk together unless you agree. I can't be, I'm following the teachers of Apostle Elder Great Mills. So I said the MOTP is the micro CHIP. And then you and IUIC saying, nah, it's Jesus Christ or it's sin.
So you have a specific brother fucked up. You ask a question in the unity camp and all y'all got different answers. But hey man, what's this? And you say this, and they're like, nah, it's this. It's that. Like all y'all together saying different things. And what the fuck am I supposed to do? You didn't turn that shit away.
Yeah, he gonna just throw it all away. Like
y'all
yeah. So I can't. That's how I had another argument. Like, why y'all don't do unity camps with other camps? I had to tell that Jake, like, bro, that's not wild. It's stupid. Right? Because everybody don't believe that the MOTP is the micro CHIP. So I can't do a unity camp with somebody watching for Israel or somebody with sons of Jacob. Right? We can't do it because with that precept right there, we don't agree. So we can't walk together.
I can't do a unity camp with somebody who thinks that the Most High really didn't. I mean, the God wish I didn't do real miracles. And that made me slap that guy right there.
Hey, Shalom, the whole grace and mercy. You know all about that camp. Hey, one body and wickedness. Don't say, hey, that camp waxing bad too, man. They done dropped the name, said he didn't do no miracle. So to me, that's pulling your faith away. What else they said? Man, they said a lot of crazy things lately, man, coming from that camp. They might be one of the worst camps in Israel. Because I'm just saying the stuff they saying, like, and it's like they waxing words. Like he said, dude to the back. It's like he's doing it on purpose. He purposely killing their whole doctrine, man.
God, he wants somebody to say something about his doctrine.
And then Apostle Paul broke it down perfectly right here in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 14, and it said, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have with righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion has light with darkness? And what concord hath with Hamashiach with Bala? And what part has he that believes with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as Yahweh Yahushua has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people."
Ooh, I like that. That kind of full circle right there we just talked about right there, man. You can't be unequally yoked with somebody that's not a believer. That's why I say our brothers can make it with females who don't believe in the truth.
Yeah.
Because you might be saying, I'm about to do this, don't get the chicken no pork. Because you might say, we eat pork in this house, I'm doing it anyway. Right. That's a lack of order right there. And like a lot of us got relationships with women before we got in the truth. The Lord is busting that up because he said she ain't right. So he's gonna put you in the atmosphere to where you need to be somewhere else. I don't want you lumped up with this chick. She's really an unbeliever. Whether she's trying or she's just acting, pretending to be in the truth. A lot of these women pretend to be in the truth. It's a fad. We looking powerful out here, but they really don't fully believe in it. They look at it as the new movement, the new wave.
Go down in that precept right here, 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. "Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive."
Ooh, they said touch not the unclean thing. That's Esau, man. Esau's the unclean thing. He's the pig. He's the profane and the defecation. The degenerate. And so Jake, when you look at Jake has took on all of Esau's philosophy. That's why your average Eve got blonde wigs, long witch nails, big on eyelashes and stuff like this. She really has the spirit. That's why a lot of us can't get along with our women. Because we done clinked our act up, renewed our mind. We eat, eating the roll, getting the living waters. Yeah. We're in the truth. She's not doing that.
And the fact that we're cleaning our act up, it basically put us in that spirit of hating Esau. And all of our 2/3 Jake, they still got the spirit of Esau Edom on them. So therefore they're gonna put us at odds with them. And just like the Arkansas Johan just mentioned what King David said, I hate them with perfect hatred. But that's why we're going to be at division with one another.
So a lot of relationships gonna get busted up. Sisters gonna separate. Sincere sisters gonna separate. Get to righteous brothers. That's the Lord's makeup. Brothers who got with chicks in the world, is their relationship gonna dissolve, and they gonna get to the Isaiah 4:1 gonna come into play. Because the Lord, He's rearranging everything right now. I see everybody getting put in their lots right now. Everybody getting their lots. Like if you was learning the truth, but you in the congregation of 2/3, in a minute the Lord gonna make it where you're not in that congregation no more. As you continue your walk, He gonna make it where you walk away from them. Because when all hell break loose, you don't want to be in the house with a bunch of 2/3, man. Because they don't believe in Yahweh Shah. They're not gonna be rolling on faith, especially like the 2/3 that got guns. Lights go off, something go bad, man. Pookie might wow.
We can walk
the family, we gonna eat it. We gonna eat it.
Because while we expecting it, what is the thing that gonna come on us, we gonna endure. But what Sirach 2:1 says, my son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. And so when we see that temptation come upon us, we're not gonna make, very next verse it says, make not haste in the time of trouble. We're not gonna make haste. And so you being around the 2/3, they're gonna make haste in the time of trouble. That's that separation again, When the time of trouble comes, just like this time when we had that Jericho win about a couple of weeks back, all these 2/3 niggas was bugging out, man. They didn't know what to do. Some of these dudes, they fighting over gas, shit like that, man. Us, we was calm in that situation, man. As the scripture said, make not haste in the time of trouble and constantly endure, And so you read on in Sirach chapter 2, that's a beautiful chapter to read, man.
I almost said Jake murder at my job when they blacked out went. Man, Jake was so pissed off. The other day, he like a clown. He like to clown and brag.
Right.
He didn't know that old Jake wasn't in the mood for that. The car went off. He was not in the mood, man.
And that Jake that likes to clown around, had he known, because what's the scripture say? Be sober, be vigilant.
Yeah, he
wasn't he wasn't level. He didn't have that. He didn't use that level head or use discernment enough to recognize. And hell, pay attention. Everybody had lights go out, man. You should have known on top not to be going to work joking around. That man, come on, man.
People outside fighting over ice, and you over here joking at the job.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. That's being not unaware right there, man. That's why the scripture 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant. Right? Sober means going into your being level-headed. Be vigilant, meaning being on your watch. Because the devil, your adversary, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he made the power. That day could have got the power that day, man.
Yeah, I got one. This is Romans 16:17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
That goes to them other camps. A brother that's in the camp following teachers, and all of a sudden he get a wild hair, want to teach something different. Stuff I done heard. We only must mess with Israelite women. We can't mess with other women. He done caused division in the whole body. He going different what we learn. Or they might wake up and say the MOTP is not the micro CHIP. It's a spiritual mark. He done caused the offense, man. He caused division right there. He might be a brother that got like 1,000 followers. And he done took about 1,000 people with him, and they all about to go off because he's going to say we in a new covenant. Right. And they got their wave going. Brothers in the truth, all of a sudden they popped up, we in a new covenant. I'm like, man, no, we is not, man. That's where y'all get their ridiculousness from. But they got a lot of followers though. Yeah. That's division in Israel. And so that's why certain brothers mark them like he causing division. You dividing the sheep. That's why just because you in the truth don't mean you made it yet. You got to endure to the end. Because it's going to be, hey, y'all about to chop stuff up. You're going to be chopping numbers off. You out. Bring this in, bring that in. It's a bunch of adding and subtracting,
People in sickness.
That's the thing, because you get mentioned a brother on the common board and just left that WF5 because of the mark of the beast, man.
He left one body in your house.
One body in your house.
But now one body. Yeah, he left one body.
I thought you were talking about that brother that left WF5, but either way, it's still because that's why we always follow GMS, because they marked in those groups and they telling them they quoting the scripture. And now if nobody would have been doing their job, Mark goes into Scapeo, if GMS wouldn't have been doing their job, they probably still would have been in those wicked ass camps right there. And that's the reason why hopefully let brothers are coming up out of those camps too. That's that's a beautiful thing too.
There's a lot of brothers coming about, like you said, watching Israel. They lost a whole group over the micro CHIP, and they started teaching Apostle Elders. Hope, Grace, and Mercy was online. He was in one body. He got out of there. I really enjoyed the lesson he did on one body, so I got to get the inside look at how to operate. I never liked it. Right, and the stuff he told me, I'm like, oh, no. They more got a like military stance. And then he told us too, the dude that started one body came from IUIC. I said, oh, no wonder they operate like this. They're offshoot of IUIC. The IUIC is horrible. IUIC, I watched the lesson this morning, but one of they dudes trying to say that we not Hebrew. We just Israelites. I'm like, bro, I tell you that in the word, like, what? I'm looking like, how y'all just waxing so bad? So everything is just, they just waxing worse, which create more division. That's sort of the brothers in that group can see that, like, and leave out it like Sakari. When he said the book of Hebrews ain't the word no more, we're not using Hebrews.
Yeah, well, one of those, the Bible is not the word of God, but the word of God is contained within the Bible.
Yep, deacon, the second in command. Yeah, man, they do go majorly saying some dumb stuff. You know, that's the division right there. And his thing is, I noticed he wanted to be Apostle Hart. That's division. Because Alazar used to be in Great Millstone. Right. I remember Apostle Hart, the Apostle Tahar, the lesson on that said that Alazar is one of his best students, man. Knew the scriptures, knew the word, which he do know it. Yeah. You can see it. Yeah. But you can tell he had that nigga spirit. He want money. And he got jealous of Apostle Hart. He wanted to be the leader of Israel. Now, knowing you got to, this is a seniority thing, man. You got to pay your dues. Apostle Hart been doing this for 40, 50 years plus. You can't just be up over him. You know his experience out.
He got a lot of nerve. He wouldn't go to Esau company like that and do that shit.
Yeah, but he want to do it with Jake. Want to leapfrog Jake. And that's because he want to merchandise the truth, which is doing that now. They got logos. They got a college, rap, reality TV show, music. He wanted, and then like I noticed the boss ain't about that. They want to keep the word pure. We ain't got no logo. Ain't no we all make matching garments. We all look like, unified Power Ranger group or military. It's not about that.
That's why we follow them so heavy, man. So it's like we about unity, but in mind, body, and spirit. That's what we about, man.
And doctrine, man. Following the straight gate. That's why we give them double honors. They are worthy of it. They could have went and got that check like Nate did. Right. They could have easily went and got that. They know more than he do. They chose to, give Esau the middle finger, and that spiritual weakness, they're gonna most likely the same thing to chip from. God. And that's the example for us to follow. We seeing all the things they went through. Esau came with the blank check. They turned it down. We got to do the same thing as well. We might get so good. Esau might come to talk to like, hey, man, I need y'all to teach this. Do that. Hey, I'll give you about $100,000 every month. You got to be able to say no to that.
Got to pull that domino rule. You know how when we play domino, all money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. You got to skip it, man. Keep the domino. You're right. God. Micro CHIP, and then your work. The rules your work. Because, like, you to receive that money, you got to teach a lie. That puts gall in your mouth. You ain't going to get on no chair like that. And then, like, the Lord know what you did. Like, you purposely scattered the flock for some money for Esau.
44,000 standards. So you definitely didn't have no gallon for that.
Exactly. So we tell Esau, man, get out of here with that, man. That's how Esau caused division. He come in, he infiltrate, he come out with money. Right? They did it with the Black Panthers. They did it right here to the Hebrew Israelites. It's always that money. Let's create division. A lot of camps bang on. Some camps I know all they do is bang on other camps. All they left is just Pastor Hart, this and that. They this and that. They this and that.
Old bug out there.
Yeah, all these little these new man. All they do is come against other camps, man. That's what division.
We supposed to be edifying the body. What Howard Shaw said. He told Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. And you making videos about, slandering videos about Elder Apostle Tahar, and then member of the great millstone and shit like that, man.
Because he got sliced off. He broke off the branch. He got divided.
Yeah.
He got broke off because his spirit was bad. And instead of him humbling himself to get back on the men's, they go into a whole tirade, and they whole ministry turns nothing but hate for the apostle and elder.
And see, and that I like it. It's beautiful what you said, because he said he got sliced off that brick. But how about me all the time say about that, man? Any man that bears not good fruit It's cast down and thrown into the fire. It's hewn down and thrown into the fire. What's that? Matthew 3 and 10. Got another one in Matthew the 7th chapter, so on and so forth, man.
When you fall off, you wither, man. That's why we be clinging hard to the tree, which is Yahweh Shah. You know, so we get that book of life, man. So we get that crown. You can't, then like I said, like you got a lot of people like in your ear. We had a brother fall out, remember? And I think he was on me trying to get me to go that route. And I was like, nah, I ain't going that route, man. That was the vision. He was trying to rile up brothers to his call. Well, it's Pastor Elder. He all in my ear, man. They ain't this and that. You can go this and that. Let me show you in the new covenant. And I wasn't rolling with it, man. Like, no, man. I'm about to stay. I'm not about to throw rocks at the house I learned from at the end. That's retarded.
You barely see him now. Like I ain't even seen no lessons from him. Well, he probably still be doing lessons, but hell, I ain't been seeing him.
He still do it, just all over the place.
Yeah.
That's the vision right there. The vision in Israel, and it's the vision in Esau. You know, it's division with all the nations right now. I notice even it's starting to be division with Moab. Moab's children starting to get tainted with Babylonian customs, and Moab looking like we don't do that. You about to ruin the business. Young was like, I'm about to jump on some BBC and. But oh yeah, I might do a lesson on that. I seen they got Moab getting fake stuff and being a thought too. Moab got the nails now. I'm like, God damn, this thing's so influential. Shit, Ling Ling turned to a thought. Bro, you can't be about on the grave. You got to be strong, man.
Ling Ling don't even wear them long little Chinese dresses no more, huh?
Nah, she out there like a straight thought, got the nails. Yeah.
Putting their spandex on and got their left nails and shit done and everything.
Right on OnlyFans. You know, that's the vision. And see, Ishmael, this woman used to be tight. This woman better not take off her hijab or look up or be walking too close to him. You know, they was in check. They ain't got the Babylon the Great, which is city in confusion. There's confusion. And you know, it placates the women's nature. I know that. It's just like that tree of right and wrong, that knowledge, that tree. Because it's very appealing to a woman. You'll see this woman on OnlyFans making $2 million a day, you know, being a straight thought, and the temptation is so strong, she gonna take off her hijab, she gonna do it too. And then she make the money, she gonna say, I make more money than you. You ain't nothing. I don't need a man. She gonna hop in that feminism way.
That's what I was just about to say. It's feminism.
Rotation right there.
Yeah, she hop on that way. I don't need no man. I got racks on deck, and she on the clock carousel, and she's gone, man. And then the place gonna break down. She's gonna try to scramble around back. It's gonna be too late. You know? Oh, Muhammad done got 3 other wives. You out. You're gonna be like Esau, you're gonna be like Esau. You know? And as I say, you right to sisters, man, I gotta fight to stay righteous because everything is placated to them.
The Ishmaelite turned around, you said Muhammad.
How you say?
That motherfucker turned around.
They could start division right there. You know, you talking about my God?
What you about to go get his bomb and shouldn't come back.
Start division right there. Got a lot of Jakes that's more. They worship Muhammad. He's like, he might fight you, man. Oh, it's Muhammad. You know, you worshiping the white man. That's key. You gotta explain to him. He ain't gonna get it. He for Muhammad. Islam. I know a lot of Jakes in the nation of Islam. I don't know. You go to jail, it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You go to jail, you come out, he in Islam. Yep. I'm like, what the heck?
They do that for protection, though.
They do it for protection. Yeah. I know they go in, come out, he Islam. He a whole more.
That's just like joining any other gang. Yeah. But most people that's in Islam, they don't realize that they came after the Catholic Church. They created Islam. But they needed to take over, you know, the Holy Land. You know, the Edomites knew you can't go down there by themselves. So and they didn't want Ishmael to really be into the truth, because Ishmael, they almost got the truth. They lived the closest, what they used to before, like you said, they didn't changed up. But they used to live closest to the actual way the word is. So what they did was they created, you know, a God, because Ishmael didn't go for you know, white Jesus. It was like we know he ain't white. So they had to give them a God that looked like them. And once they got that, they was all for it. Yeah, that's why they in Mecca they do that little thing around the Kaaba, that black square. That's the same thing those small hats be wearing. It's the same exact thing.
Right.
It's all
They
Saturn
wear
worship.
those small
Yeah.
hats. Like a yarmulke or something like
No,
that.
no. You ever seen where they had a little block on their head? It's still Jewish people, but they wear like that little block on their head. I don't know what they call it. But
Yeah, I always see them little hat.
no. This is like some shit they tie to the front of their head that stick out. It's a cube, a black cube.
Like, that's what's in the Kaaba is a black rock.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so y'all worship a black rock? Get the heck out of here. So they got that's part of the curse right there, man. Because he said, you shall worship other God, even wood and stone. Luke paraphrasing in Deuteronomy. Yeah. You better not go in grandma's house and take over white Jesus up. Yeah, God. Hey, you take white Jesus. Hey, it's war right there. That's division right there. Yeah. Grandma say it's white Jesus. I come and tell her like, nah, he's brown. You
They ain't trying to hear
in
that.
a hate coat. You in a hate coat. I don't know what happened. You used to be so sweet. Now y'all messed up in a coat. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Exactly.
They got that right next to MLK.
Yeah. White boy Jesus Christ. Take that picture off the wall of the phone to see what happens. My grandma blood pressure gonna go up. Hey, she ain't gonna be her walking no more. All of a sudden she walking up. Hey, here's the thing though. The truth hitting so hard, I've been hearing from other Jakes, people like, they starting to say like, yeah, he wasn't white, he was brown. Like I had an E tell me, her mama done finally admitted that, yeah, it wasn't a white man, it was a brown man. She's like, I never thought my mama would say that. Her mama said, we Hebrew Israelites. She finally said it. She said, I never thought my mama would say that. So let me know the whole, the floor of Yahshua is raising up because the whole elect is raising the whole vibration of Yahshua up. Where I don't think, well, I know 2/3 still won't come into the truth, but they'll know Esau's plan though. Yeah. That's why I see now I say every hand should be upon the wicked. Cause just like you watch that movie, they clone Tyrone. The truth coming out so hard that even the nigga Jake gonna go attack Esau. Cause they gonna have the knowledge like, oh yeah, that's it. I seen that in my own family. They starting to figure something like, oh man, what the hell? Y'all been reading? Y'all been researching? I've been telling y'all this. Now they all like, man. Some of them they ain't even hung about. They like, man, tell you was right. I looked into it, and yeah, this and that. So we got a lot of division. It's gonna be there, but the division is gonna be against Esau, Edom. And I was just listening to a lesson yesterday, man. A brother from his page, the GMS Spiritual War. I don't know his actual Hebrew name, but I know he did a lesson talk about that Juicy Jew. And he said his cousin actually came and admitted to him that he was white. For trying to tell his family to not take it. Yeah, so that spirit is going heavy throughout the nation of Israel, man. Yeah, real heavy, man. Closest to the Lord, right?
They check it out, man.
Right. Oh, that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really seen that. That's something new right there.
Yeah.
I always seen they got the little how they got the cap and the head. Obviously, they do that and they worshiping at the copper. What is that? Deuteronomy 28, what they say they basically worshiping a rock, right? They like a black rock. It is black rock. Yeah.
It's called a phylactery.
It's got a what?
A phylactery.
Phylactery. It's like what they say it came from the moon or something like that.
Yeah. It says they are a set of small black leather boxes with leather straps containing scrolls of parchment inscribed with verses from the Torah. I didn't know that part about it though. It's called a black cube.
Yeah. And that's the part of the curses right there with that Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And it says, the Lord Yahweh out y'all to gather thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, which going back into what we were saying earlier. We're not going off of skin color. We're telling you that the salvation for the nation of Israel. Anyway, and it says, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So you got one, that's that division right there. You got 1/3 of 2/3, they worshiping the white boy Jesus Christ, who basically hung up on wood, a cross. And then you got the others that who basically will go to prison. They come out of Islam and worshiping a stone, in black rock.
That's why he took the Moors down. It was the Moors, they was Islam.
Right.
You know, they was up there for like 1,000 years while Esau was in the cave. And the Most High had to bring Esau out the cave to bring them down because they was going off.
And the boys, I thought that they trained Esau up. That's why Esau got all the knowledge.
Yeah.
How to sell and get here and all of that. Esau got everything basically off the back of the board. Boys taught Esau how to wash up and bathe. Esau's in the cave like a caveman, crawling around eating bugs and stuff. Wooga booga. You know, the Moors had to civilize them, and then Esau paid them back, you know, in Edomite fashion, stab you in the back and tell everybody I came up with this, I did this. I'm the standard.
And that's what we talking about.
Y'all savages. I'm the smart one. I'm the genius.
What was that? We
just in the cave, eat bugs off each other.
Using a skull for a cup.
Yeah, God.
His grandmother's skull.
Hey, iron and sister. You know, I'm gonna bring this right here. This Sirach or Ecclesiastes 17:17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion. That's another cut. Mosiah said Israel is his portion, man. He don't care about Ishmael, the Arab. You don't care about Africans, the Hamites. He don't care about Esau, you Edomites, the so-called white man. Ammon, Moab. The Mosiah does not care about these other nations. The only nation he care about is Yasser, and that's division. That's why you go to Psalms chapter 83, why the other nations didn't like us. They knew who we was. We don't know who we are. These other nations know who we are. So they said, what? We're going to bash down, make sure the name of Israel is no more. So for us to claim Israel and Yasser in this day and age, let's know like, oh, shoot. Oh, he coming. I can't believe it. Man, they probably talking to each other like, man, they probably some like again. Know what you going to do about that?
They're going to get apple of the Lord's eye.
It's the bitch of the nation. You got to look at, I know these other nations, Esau is the most hated nation on the planet right now. Ham used to kiss Esau butt. Putin got man, all the Edom, the Hamites, the Africans, they all gathered up in the BRICS nation. They about to slam on Babylon the Great. Ishmael don't like Edomites. Moab don't like Edomites. Ammon, Elam. They say everybody about to come up against Esau, man. And it's so divided. Even Esau about to come against Esau, like you read in the scripture earlier. Because Putin, Russia, those are Edomites. They don't like American Edomites. So that's division right there.
Seen a little bit of that in one night situation with them Black Lives Matter and Antifa. It was a lot of Esau right mixed in with Jake doing that.
There's a lot of Edomites and Black Lives Matter. They fighting with Antifa, another group of Edomites, and they all bad. They was fighting harder than Jake. Jake just sitting back watching us fight. I'm like, dang, you know. So let me know we at the end, man.
Damn, they just had a summit with Putin.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, they about to get in the BRICS nation.
Yeah, 20 nations.
Yeah, they all against Babylon the Great. They all agreeing to drop the dollar, and they're gonna get the digital rupee that's about to come out. Ruble.
Yeah, and he said that they giving them like Americans 7 days to get out their country. You going to the penitentiary.
I seen that. hey, that's war talk. Ain't that when that happened? Ain't that usually was about to be war when they said the embassies and the ambassadors get out?
Yeah.
They got what? They said 72 hours.
Yeah, no, he said 7 days.
They got a week. Hey man, that means they about to make a move.
And there was another country I can't remember, but it was a leader that the Esau put in them little puppet, and they had a coup, and the military came in and told dude, you got like till Monday. It was I think he said they had like 48 hours to show us where all this missing money is at, or you getting the firing squad.
I think that. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, that nigga was looking nervous in the motherfucker. I was like, damn, I'll be Kuta Kinte next time they see me. I'll be bouncing.
Over his sweat.
That's how he had a little thing. He was, oh shit. Because he was giving a speech, and I guess it hit him. They must have, because it was, like the cameras facing them. You don't know what they was doing in the crowd. They probably was loading guns up in the crowd. That motherfucker was, oh, I gotta account for the money in 48 hours. That nigga was nervous. He was like he was going to the chair. Nigga. He was sweating his ass off.
Love it, man. Households about to get divided up. Family got to get divided. Friends. There'll be a lot of division, man. That's all the works of power with Yahweh Shop. Because he want to separate the clean with the clean and the unclean with the unclean. It's like when you cleaning something up. First thing you do is separation. Okay, these is white. Okay, these is dirty over here. This real dirt. I'm washing by itself. You know, shoes over here.
Color clothes,
color clothes. Yeah, that's the Lord doing right now. So you might be in a whole group, household, like the Lord is rearranging pieces to put the whole elect in a position to get salvation, and then you put in the 2/3 position to get judgment. That's the Lord is doing right now, man. Like a chessboard, moving pieces. Y'all gonna go over. You gonna go over here, be with this. They gonna go over here, get with that. He gonna get beamed up in the trade at that spot. He over here gonna get gunned down at that spot. You know, the Lord is moving everything around. You know, so we can't be wild at that. Like, I want to hang on to this. Hey, you might have to evaluate things. That's what I say. Go through evaluation period. Evaluate your relationship, what's going on, what's happening, and you know, use the Lord for that wisdom, not to understand on what you need to do. Because like he moving things around. Things moving fast. You say the famine is set up. The chaos set up. They already talking about now, telling people on the East Coast turn their power off because the grid can't handle it. That's gonna be all division. You know, I'm hot, nigga, blah blah blah. You know, or they might get mad like they got lights over there. We ain't got lights. Hey, take, go get your gun. Let's go up in there. You know, rock and sock them. You know, exactly. They're gonna act the fool. Esau know that. That's why he's doing that at this time, so they can get some more judgment. Because the more judgment that happens, makes it easier for his military to subdue the people. Less numbers. And the people starting to get unified on one thing, and that's the Esau even is the devil. They said division on everything else, but everybody getting unified on that, of course. Yeah. They don't want that movie in the theaters. It's exposing them. You know?
And that's actually proven that Yahweh can be outside keeping his promise. Because he said, I will also destroy those who destroy the earth. And so he's gonna use the people, he gonna use the people, you know, those 2/3 days to help you know, destroy Esau either. Anything.
They got one. Isaiah 38:1. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death, and Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amoz, came unto him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Going back to what Tay was saying, it's time for the hopefully elect to get your house in order, because when Jacob's trouble comes, we got to be prepared and not be making them, you know, them quick decisions like the 2/3 and Esau gonna be making in the future.
I love that precept. I said, get your household in order. Order. Now you gotta evaluate, man. People with the wicked Eve. They're like Pastor Bar said, agent of chaos. She will take your order away. And she gonna bug out. Stuff get bad anyway, man. So you don't really need to be around that Eve, man. You need to go to your own spot. That way you can get, order. Everything evaluate, get in order, man. This thing about to get bad. Real bad. I said they're gonna have it where wicked Jacob cut off his sister and sister. You know, she already got to be up under him. Because you know how the scriptures say, but the Lord might have the plans for that Jacob no longer want that Eve, and that'd be her chance to go get her righteous man. Right. So she can live like she want to live. You know, you got a lot of Eve that is under a wicked man's vibration. They don't learn the truth, but yet they still got to roll with his leadership. His leadership is way off. You know, so the Lord will get you up out of that.
That's why we need to take a couple.
Oh God, that's gonna
be able to purge out all of that shit that we're going through right now.
Exactly. Jacob trouble is a purge of Jacob. You know, which is very well needed, man, with all these little nasty rappers got Suki Han and all that stuff coming up sexy red. They need to go. You know, Jacob trouble can't come fast enough. And see, they make everybody look bad. Like Suki Han was over there in Europe.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, making, you know.
You see how that white lady was looking at her?
Yeah, they like, God damn, this whole booty nasty ass chick. She over there. Like, everybody look at that and say, okay, that's how black women are.
Yep.
That's how Eve is. So, it's a bad representation. They're going to have probably little Uzi Vert come back and do stupid stuff in a minute. He's going to do it too.
That's one thing I want to say. So, like, you got some of them, the righteous ass women, the women that actually don't be doing that, don't be out there, but they hang out with females like that. Mm-hmm. That's where you got to separate, man. You can't be involved with that type of female. If you got a chick that go out and be wearing half naked and shit like that, you got to separate, man. That way, nobody will include you in with her match.
together.
Yep.
You don't get associated with that. Just stop hanging around.
You gotta respect the division. That's what Jake. A lot of Jake's gonna do that. You know, family oriented.
Yeah.
You know, all about friends, big network. But you gotta like wise up, respect the division. And y'all try setting there. Like be making where you can't click up with them, meet up with them, and stuff just happening bad. I'm trying to get back with the sisterhood and the brothers and all that. And the niggas around the streets, and if they ain't working, that's because you don't want you doing that no more.
And another thing I want to mention is that when you do separate, basically expect affliction to come upon your way. But that's like I mentioned earlier. If thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, because if you come to serve you, how about me outside? It means you have to separate from those 2/3 niggas, right? And those 2/3 niggas are gonna come and bring that affliction on you. You don't be like, oh, you don't hang out with me no more. Or they probably come around and fuck up your shit. You know, those are the things you gotta expect. That's why y'all about to be outside there prepare thy soul for temptation, man. You know, but that comes with the territory when you separate from the wicked at 2/3 that's in your family member, or you know that used to be in your circle.
Respect the division. You know, expect to get with it. You know, and build up on being holy. Say, Lord, when we get on that chariot, the church sits around. Them are like lifeboats. So you don't want. They say in the scripture, don't let no man take your crown. So
Right.
You know, Northside nigga logic. You like, oh man, you hitting niggas over the head and getting the money up. You stupid, man. The world ain't ending. They been saying that for years. You still hurt. So do your wicked, man. I'm like, nah, man. They got micro CHIP, got FDA approval. Stuff is happening. You just ain't paying attention. You in the dark. You busy about trying to make your bag bigger than, you know, little 47 flights back. And you want to use me to help, you know, insinuate your wicked enterprise. You got any more for yourself?
Yeah, I got one more, man. When I mentioned, you know, we read the preacher and set your house in order. One of the things you must do is Psalm 119:9, and it said, "Wherewith shall the young man cleanse his way?" And it said, "By taking heed thereto according to thy word." All right, and so that's how you set your house in order. Is you got to apply these scriptures, man. These scriptures must be applied, just like the prophet James said, "Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only."
So that being said, man, I'm edifying. Want to give all praise and glory too. Yeah,
By Shem, Yahweh, by Shem, Bakadash.
Baby, get your ball. Hey, keep the faith, y'all. Keep the faith.